Okay.
Vidya is a very good teacher. She's not shouting at me. So guys,
Very
you can give
strict
it-
also, don't worry. It has been founded as an rehabilitation workouts to rehabilitate men.
If you're scared of being shouted upon, then you can think twice. Otherwise, you can come to her.
Correct. As you can, and stretch your body back and breathe in, come forward.
They have made the men come out of it and they have stressed women enough for them to do it now. I'm done. She's finished it for me. I'm done, guys, for the day. We'll go back to our... On today's episode of Meaningful Mondays with Neha, I have Dr. Vidya Lakshmi. Well, she's a physiotherapist and a Pilates instructor. She started off her journey from a personal experience, as a lot of us do. But then, what's unique and different is the way she is trying to scale it up to the next level and helping women out there in doing things what they want to do. Guys, without further giving you any more details into this, I'm going to take you through the conversation and let's just get one-on-one with Vidya. Hi Vidya, thank you so much for being on my show. I'm so thrilled, guys, that she's here. She's a physiotherapist and a Pilates expert. I always was in awe with the term Pilates, okay? And I never knew until I met you what exactly it was. Otherwise, it was very fancy in my head. Oh my God. And I used to watch on TV with the celebrities doing, so it looked very different. But yes, today I'm more eased out with it, and I'm sure, guys, you will be after watching this podcast. So let me just quickly start up firing my questions on her. Okay, Vidya. Tell me one thing. See, when we see Pilates, just like me, I'm sure a lot of them viewers out there have this, that, oh my God, it's a very difficult thing to do. The term itself is so heavy. And, a lot of celebrities do this. So can anybody, aged between 40 to 50 who's not into any form of exercise can actually comfortably start doing with this? Is it workable?
Yes, definitely. Actually, Pilates has been, as you said, Pilates has been portrayed as a celebrity kind of fitness thing. So actually, it is not. Pilates is one of the safest safest mode of exercise which you can start. Even a beginner can usually do Pilates.
Oh wow.
Yeah, if you're not into any other fitness, even like you haven't done gym or you haven't done yoga, even you can start doing Pilates. The beauty of Pilates is it can be adjusted to any kind of fitness people, any kind of body type, and any kind of even if you're not flexible enough, also we can modify the exercise accordingly.
Basically, you're saying it can be like your first form of exercise. Even if you've not done any exercise in your life, you can start off with this.
You can start off with Pilates.
Pilates. Oh, fantastic. I mean, I'm sure that's a very first beginning eye-opener for all of us because like me, as I said, everybody thinks that it's a very difficult thing.
Correct.
So that's really nice to know. All right, Vidya, tell me one thing. What would you say to someone who comes to you and says, no, I'm too stiff, my body's not flexible, I cannot do Pilates? What will be your motivating or logically answer to that person who's saying, I cannot do it?
I usually say you don't need to be flexible enough to start Pilates. Pilates is a kind of slow and controlled movement. Slowly, it will take you to a level of flexibility. It will increase your flexibility. So, like it is like saying you need to know ABCD to join a play school thing. So no, definitely not. You're going there to learn. So you're coming to a Pilates class to be more flexible enough. So it's not like if you're too stiff or if you're too heavy, like I'm too heavy, I'm overweight. Am I really fit enough to join Pilates? Because it has been, as you said, it has been portrayed as a celebrity workout.
Correct.
So only women who are really fit enough can do Pilates. No, Pilates take you to that level. So you don't need to be flexible or fit enough to start Pilates.
That's a very nice example, and you very nicely put, Vidya. I really like that, you really don't have to know ABCD when you go to a play school, obviously, because you're going to learn. So it's really nice. And even I didn't know that. So absolutely, you need to know nothing. Even if you're stiff, it's fine.
Yes.
We just have to come to you and you will take care of us.
Yes. Don't worry about that.
All right, that brings me to my next question. See, I was, reading about this Sara Tendulkar. She had a back injury for a very long time, and now she runs her own Pilates studio in Mumbai, and that's how she started with it. That it helped her recover from a very long injury that she had. So, actually, how does this whole thing help somebody, correct the postures, deal with such a long-term pain? Because today, most of the women, I'm sure 90-95% of them, somebody has a back pain, knee pain. I mean, all parts of the body keep paining. So what what would you say? How do you connect this when it becomes therapeutical? Like when it can help you heal some problem of yours.
Correct. So as I said, Pilates is a kind of slow and controlled movement, right? So it basically focuses on your breathing pattern, core control, posture correction, and your alignment. So when all these has been put together, it definitely helps you improve your movement pattern. So slowly it helps you recover from any type of even long-term injuries like back pain, even neck injuries, shoulder injuries, anything can be recovered slowly through Pilates. So even Sara Tendulkar, even my Pilates journey, the motive of starting Pilates is from my own personal journey by experiencing Pilates actually. So I just wanted to experience as a fun kind of thing, because many women's actually been when they wanted to try something new.
Right.
So they have been bored with regular gym workouts or regular yoga workouts. So they wanted to try something new. So even I wanted to try something new. When I was in my postpartum weight loss journey,
Right.
I have not followed a proper consistent diet or a workout routine even as a physiotherapist myself, and I have ended up with so many complications because of that. So when I wanted to come out of it, I wanted to do some specialization.
Got it.
And then I learned Pilates actually as a fun thing, and it interested me so much. Then I wanted to many women to get benefit out of it. That's why even I started, like how Sara Tendulkar herself started a Pilates studio.
It's nice, no?
Yeah.
That's in Mumbai, so we get the benefit here in Chennai with you. But that's amazing to know that, I mean, it's a slow process. So you're saying it will take time, but
Yes.
if you're consistent with it, your problems of your pains and your injuries, even if it's a long term, it can be sorted.
Yes, because Pilates doesn't focus mainly on weight loss. We focus on your posture correction, breathing correction, core
Right.
coordination, everything, which in turn lead you to weight loss. So the main motive is not weight loss. Its main
All
motive is
right.
to correct all your long-term complications. Slowly, it will lead to weight loss.
All right. So, I mean, that's a very nice thing, guys. Whenever we think of, your gymming or yoga or any of these, the first thing that comes to your mind is the weight loss. I mean, I need to lose weight. I think that's mostly the primary motive. But here, as you say, it's more of a fitness. The idea is to get your body fit rather than, having, because I'm sure a lot of people who are even a little higher on the weight are sometimes very fit. So, fitness and weight are two different things.
Yes. Fitness and weight are completely different. So women, actually, I advise always women after their 30s and 40s, don't just focus only on the shape or external look. That
Right.
doesn't really need to be like, even
True.
women who are on the higher side of weight
Right.
also are more flexible or more stronger than women actually who are in
Leaner.
their 40
Agreed.
kilos or 50
Yes,
kilos.
yes,
So
agreed.
leaner side. So always focus on your strength rather than focusing only on the external
Weight
look.
loss thing.
Yeah.
That brings me to my next question. See, I'm a life coach and I come across a lot of people who have stress and how it starts showing up in your physical self, on your shoulders, neck, back, and of course, many a times on your face. I mean, I'm sure you would have seen a lot of women who will be 40 or even 35, but then start looking like even 50 plus because of the stress going in. So, how do you, how does Pilates help you to keep in a format in a healthy way so that you can actually take it forward from there?
Yeah, because today's lifestyle actually is completely different from how it was before. Like nowadays, even people who are in 20s, 30s, they say they are so much stressed because of their work routine, because of
Agreed.
their family routine, everything.
Yes,
So
yes.
mainly women's affect because more of stress, because they have to handle both their family and work together.
Correct.
That puts them in so much stress.
Correct.
Stress actually, like it affects your breathing, it affects your muscles, it increases your muscle tension unknowingly. Like people, they doesn't want to become stiff because of stress.
Correct.
It unknowingly affects
Obviously.
your body
Yeah,
pattern.
yeah.
So
True.
Pilates actually, as I said, it focuses more on correcting your breathing pattern, correcting your posture. So automatically, when your breathing pattern is corrected, as you said, stress is actually stored in areas like neck, shoulders,
exactly.
even jawlines.
Right.
Many people, they don't know aware that they
Correct.
store their stress over the jaws. So even it gets stored over low back and hips. Even
Yes.
people with low back pain, we have tried so many modalities or workouts, but that doesn't give them result because they still keep up storing their stress over their back or neck, shoulders.
And it's a very unknowing thing, na? They don't realize. Like commonly, people don't know that it actually gets stored up in your body. They
Yes.
think it's only here.
Only there. So
Yeah.
they think stress is only emotional or a mental
Correct.
thing, but actually it shows up physically. Like when you try to recover physically also, but if you don't get out of the stress fully, that you cannot see complete result in even physically. So So first, that's why Pilates actually focuses on mindful movement, where you actually focus only on the workout. It's not like a regular gym workouts where people keep talking to friends, chit-chatting and do their workouts. You cannot do that with Pilates because it's a fully focused workout.
Right.
So your mind cannot focus on chatting or even on any other thing. Even about your work or home, anything. You completely focus on yourself. So women love doing Pilates because they completely forget about everything outside environment for that 1 hour of workout they are doing.
I'm happy to know that, because having said that, women like to chit chat all the time when they go to gym. Also,
Correct.
it's like a catch up with your friends and all. But I'm happy that they are actually focused and they are like, okay, we have to get fit. That's really a nice thing. But I think people are catching up now. Earlier, the awareness was not there so much, but I'm happy actually that we're sitting and doing this, because awareness for Pilates is still not as much, people don't know about it. So today's conversation, of course, this podcast is going to help a lot of people out there, women, men, of course. Guys, we are talking about women more because, of course, we are women entrepreneurs here. But of course, anybody can do it. So yes, you have to just get in touch with Vidya to know how Pilates is going to work for you, right?
Correct. Actually, Pilates was actually founded by Joseph Pilates, who is a man.
Oh.
He founded it during World War II to rehabilitate the men who have been affected during World War.
This is so old, huh?
Yeah, during World War II.
All right.
So it has been founded as an rehabilitation workouts to rehabilitate men usually who have been affected during World War II.
Okay.
Then it has been evolved like a fancy fitness workout for women. So actually it was founded by a man for men. So Pilates actually helps men also to recover.
Right,
Yeah.
fantastic. On a lighter note, they have made the men come out of it and they have stressed women enough for them to do it now.
Correct.
All right, let's move on to my next question, Vidya. So you are a physiotherapist and a Pilates instructor both. Now tell me, how does your guidance in terms of putting the whole thing together holistically work?
Yeah, because as a physiotherapist, first I try to understand your body mechanics, your pain patterns, because people who come for Pilates are not like, I say it's not as a fitness kind of thing, only people who are really fit enough should come for Pilates. No, even people with injuries, people with any kind of pain can come to do Pilates, because as a physiotherapist, I help you understand how is your pain pattern, your pain mechanics, the reason behind is the injury, the reason for the injury, and then we try to accommodate and customize your plan and workouts according to your body need.
All right, so that is an advantage, guys. Yeah. So you have an edge over just a Pilates instructor, because you have that add-on physiotherapist knowledge.
Yes,
you can help the client in both the ways, and that can
so
benefit
when you
them.
go to any other regular gym or a Pilates studios, they first ask you, are you with any other pain? Like if you say I have severe back pain or knee pain, they hesitate to take you on board.
All right,
because as a physiotherapist, we don't hesitate, because we know how to handle your pain accordingly, modify your workouts to your body need.
Oh, fantastic. So otherwise you're saying, okay, the hesitation is more because they already have an injury. They might not know the right way how to go ahead with it.
So many women's or even men's after 50s, 60s, they think gym workouts is only for young people.
Right.
They cannot go into a gym because either they already have a pain or a fear of getting pain.
Exactly.
If I do some workouts, what if I'm not in pain? If I go and do, I might end up injure myself and get some pain. So it's because you don't have a proper knowledge of what is the exercise, why is the exercise important, mainly after 40s and 50s for women who undergo so many changes through menopause, perimenopause. There are so many hormonal changes women goes through.
Yes.
So strength training is a must. But if you do it under a proper guidance, you will not end up with an injury, and definitely you will improve.
All right, Vidya. See, there are a lot of people, who would say that so many videos, content is available online on Pilates, how to work out and how to do it. Why do you think a professional guidance or a proper guided workout is important rather than just following it online?
Yeah, because every body is different. Your body is completely different from mine. What suits me will not suit you.
True.
Even with the diet, they say what food suits you may not suit me. So that's why we get advice from us professional people to understand your body and modify everything accordingly. So even with workouts, Pilates actually, as a physiotherapist, I always try to, as I said, we try to understand your body need, your pain pattern, your body mechanics, and we try to alter the workouts according to your needs. Women in 30s, if two women come at same age of friends, but their body will not be same or their need will not be the same. She might have, both might have delivered at the same time, by the mode of delivery for her would be different, and
Right.
for other person would be different.
Correct.
Even if it both have undergone a C-section or a normal delivery also, everything, the body matters, the muscle
the body
patterns,
type differs. Correct. Right.
So all the workouts will not be suitable for everyone. We have to first assess what your body actually needs and modify your workout so that you can see the result better.
Right. And I think also if you are not knowing something completely well, I think it's always a good idea to, get it done from somebody who knows it the best and then do it, because specifically things like this, I feel if we try or experiment on our own, you end up, if you're having a back pain, you might end up having a leg and a knee pain also along with the back pain if you're not doing it right.
Correct.
So I think that kind of knowledge definitely helps. And as I always say, self-medication is not something we should try. This is also similar to that.
Yes.
We should not try and experiment things that we don't know fully well that we should be doing.
So if you go to a YouTube, you can see 100 videos how
Yeah.
to reduce arms,
Correct.
how to reduce thighs. Not everything will be suitable for your body.
Right.
So as a physiotherapist, we usually do an assessment before starting up. Before you enroll into a program, we do a detailed assessment of how your breathing pattern is, how your core health, pelvic health, everything. We understand your body need, your fitness type,
Right.
your body what actually needs, and then we suggest you a program. It's not like you come and I wanted to go into a 3 months program of daily class. No, we actually, according to the assessment, we suggest you your body is not really ready to do these kind of movements.
Right.
We suggest you a suitable program.
Alright.
Even if you wanted to end up saying I wanted to do a daily workouts, after the assessment, if your body is really not ready to do it, we say really class will not be suitable for you.
So maybe
start
a 2-day
with 2 sessions a week or 3
Right.
sessions a week. Then we can slowly increase
scale it up.
Yeah.
Right. Fantastic. Oh my God, Vidya, these reformers look very intimidating to me. How do you encourage, motivate, forget others, a person like me, if I have to start doing Pilates now? How do you comfort me by using this so complicated machine?
The machine actually might look complicated and
Okay.
advanced, but it is designed in a safe, it is beginner friendly.
Alright.
Even a beginner can completely do safely, because there are different types of movements which we can do, like
Alright.
sitting, lie down, standing, kneeling. There are all the movements can be done or modified according to the person's need. Like as I said, it can be completely modified. A same workout can be completely modified for a beginner and also for an advanced kind of people.
Alright.
So the beauty of Pilates is, as I said, it can be modified.
All right, Vidya. So now all the viewers out there, I am a beginner, completely new. I have no idea about this. And she's going to train me and teach me now how we are going to start. So we will start from scratch. So I've heard that Pilates, you don't do those heavy shoes, right? You have something, only the socks. So there's some different kind of socks.
Yeah, many people ask me, do I need to buy shoes, gel shoes, or
Yeah,
what kind of sports
exactly.
shoes should I buy to do Pilates? Pilates doesn't need all those fancy equipments. We just need a grip socks to start with Pilates. These are the grip socks which we have customized for our clients.
Perfect. So you don't even have to go hunting for them. She will give it to you.
Yes.
So guys, now I'm going to get fit. Let's get started. Yeah. So these are the difference, guys. These are the grip socks so that you don't slip and fall. And I can use this machine comfortably. So let's get started, Vidya. Tell me what am I to do.
So I'll just explain you the parts of the equipment so that you feel comfortable before
Done.
starting.
Perfect.
Okay. So this is carriage. It's a movable thing.
Okay.
And we have springs at different levels, light, medium and heavy springs.
Okay.
So these are the footrest, foot bar,
Alright.
shoulder rest, head rest, which can be adjusted. So some
Alright.
people, they may not be comfortable lying flat. So we
Right.
can adjust the shoulder head,
Alright, got it.
for headrest according to their need. And these are the straps, short and longer one, short one for the arm workouts and longer one for the leg workouts.
Perfect.
So this is called a tower, which is a kind of advanced thing. We'll not immediately start off for the beginners,
Okay.
because it is a little advanced workouts
Alright,
with
got
the
it.
towers. There are different movements, like as I said, we'll always start with lying so
Lying.
that you don't feel comfortable.
Perfect.
Okay?
So I lie down here now.
Yeah,
Head this side, huh?
head this side, as I
this
said,
side.
head
Alright.
rest. So as I said, we always focus on breathing, posture,
All
and
right.
core engagement.
Perfect.
So the beauty of Pilates is your core will be automatically engaged when you move, but still if you consciously activate it, it would be more useful.
Perfect.
And breathing. When you push, you have to breathe out, and when you come back, you have to breathe in.
Okay.
And posture, how you keep your shoulders, even when you do your leg workout, some people tend to keep their
Very
shoulders
stiff,
very
yeah,
stiff and
yeah.
tight. So that's why we have a mirror. You can look at the posture.
Oh, wow.
See how your leg position, shoulder position, everything is. You can correct yourself.
Perfect.
Got it?
Go ahead.
So now we'll just do a basic foot workouts.
Yeah.
Take a deep breathe in, breathe out, and push your body up.
All right.
Breathe out when you go up. Always breathe out through mouth and breathe in through nose. Breathe in, come back. Breathe out, push again. Breathe in, come back.
This is fun. This is easy. Doesn't seem complicated to me. Perfect then.
Yeah, back straight. Don't move your body, only arm movement. Breathe in, go back. Breathe out, come forward. Bring your arms closer when you come forward.
Straight,
Relax
is
your
it?
shoulders.
Okay.
Yeah, but don't bring your body.
Acha.
Try to keep
Back
your body.
has to be
yes.
straight. Okay.
Breathe in.
All right.
Breathe out again, forward.
What if
Breathe
we
in
don't
slowly.
breathe in and breathe out, Vidya?
That will strain your muscles actually.
Ah,
when you
okay.
breathe in, when you push, already you're pushing, you're straining your muscles to push.
Push.
Again, when you hold your breath, that will put so much pressure on your core muscles actually.
Acha. So that's why breathing
That
and
will-
doing it
that
together
will complicate
is
it.
perfect. Got it.
Instead of just giving you the benefit
you
out
little-
of the
Ah.
exercise, it will actually complicate it by reversing.
All right. But for beginners, I'm sure it must be a little task.
We
right?
always remind you when to breathe in, breathe out.
Got it.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, guys. Not that difficult. You can give it a try. I'm a beginner as well, but I'm liking it. I'm loving it.
Don't lift your shoulders, relax your shoulders.
Okay.
Breathe out, arms behind, breathe in, forward. Control, that noise should not come.
Oh.
Only when you control, slowly come back. Otherwise, you'll hit like this. Control, slowly come back. Breathe out, pull, breathe in, forward.
Okay.
Relax your shoulders. No, I'm coming to correct you.
Guys, you don't have to give up like me, okay? You have to be on it.
Go on.
All right. Okay.
Hold
Go
like
ahead.
this. Relax your shoulders down.
Ah.
Breathe out, pull. Control, breathe in. Make sure your wrist doesn't go like this. Control your wrist.
It has to be like this.
Yeah, as I said, alignment is very important than doing workouts.
Okay.
Okay?
Vidya is a very good teacher. She's not shouting at me. So guys,
Very
you can give
strict
it-
also, don't worry. I'm
Oh my God! I run away then.
very strict about your alignments. Even if you do two repetitions correctly, that's more than enough than doing 10
wrong.
wrong way and straining the other muscles. Your focus is on the shoulders, not to
Right.
strain the wrist. Okay?
So guys, if you're scared of being shouted upon, then you can think twice. Otherwise, you can come to her. All right. Let's go.
Breathe out, pull. Breathe in, come back. Control. Yes.
All right, guys, doesn't seem that difficult. Yes, as Vidya said, it's a form of exercise that you should try. And frankly, I just told her that I never tried something like this. Very interesting. And of course, if it helps you, nothing like it, you should give it a try. Do you do a trial class, Vidya?
Yes, we offer complimentary trial classes where you can come, have a try, feel the movements so that you'll be
Yeah.
confident enough to proceed.
I think, guys, even if you don't want to, because if you don't know, I think taking at least the trial class that she's offering is worth it, because you really need to understand how this works, because it looked very complicated, as I said when I started, but it's very simple actually. And I'm sure once you start doing it every day, you'll get a hang of it, right? So
Some people think it is complicated and they end up finding it easy. Some people think, oh, this is just a pulling movement. It's very easy to do. And they'll, oh my God, it's very difficult to control. So
all
it's
right.
both ways.
Either ways, yeah. Either ways, once you do it, maybe once you do a trial session, you'll definitely get to know.
Men's actually, they think for them to look, it is easy
They
for
find
them
it
to
easy,
look.
huh?
Yeah.
Easy.
My husband actually, he said it's very easy to look. I can do it. All these I have done. I can lift so much heavy
Right,
weights at gym.
right.
It's very easy for me. Once he does, I mean, his ego doesn't allow him to accept that it's difficult.
Overconfidence.
Yeah.
Nice, guys. So if you
So
correct,
men who are been going regularly to gym definitely has to come and try Pilates.
try it out, huh? So all you wives, push them, tell them if they're too much, tell them go try Pilates
Yeah, correct.
Vidya. All right, guys. See, now I'm standing and I'm going to do the standing workout. My teacher is going to instruct me. Go ahead, Vidya. What to
So
do?
you have to breathe out and push. Make
Okay.
sure you use only that leg muscles, not this like pushing your whole body. Try to focus on controlling this leg and push with that leg.
Perfect.
Breathe out. Breathe in, come back and go as much as you can.
All right.
Breathe out. Don't bend this knee.
No, I'm not bending.
Yeah.
It's not
Breathe
bending.
in, come back. Breathe out again. Fine.
Guys, this is actually very interesting and it's so much fun. I'm loving it.
Haven't finished yet, Neha. The most important part is cool down. You
Okay.
have to stretch nicely
Perfect.
before you end up the session.
All
So
right.
we'll try to stretch your front thighs.
Okay.
Keep one leg on this. Breathe out. Push your legs out as much as you can and stretch your body back. And breathe in. Come forward.
All right. My turn?
Yes.
I'm done. She's finished it for me. I'm done, guys, for the day. We'll go back to our podcast, Vidya. All right, Vidya, tell me what makes Core Bloom Wellness different from a regular gym or a fitness studio?
So at Core Bloom, we focus on healing focused fitness. As I said, we don't focus mainly on weight loss, mainly on healing and making you fit from inside, from
Right.
within and outside.
Right.
So our movements are slow, supportive and focused mainly on improving your energy levels, improving your strength, balance and improving your overall daily activities. So it's not just a kind of
Not just
punishment,
gym per se.
punishment or extreme
Right.
difficult kind of workouts.
Right.
Yeah. So it's not just we focus only on Pilates. So for people who don't do any other mode of workouts,
Right.
they want to do regular workouts. But Reformer Pilates is advisable only weekly thrice.
Thrice.
So the remaining 3 days we do mat workouts, which is a
Alright.
combination of mat Pilates, yoga and strength training.
Oh,
Pilates
fantastic.
focuses on more on strength building, but also flexibility is very important. That's why we have included yoga along with Pilates.
Alright.
So nowhere you can find the best combination of Pilates and yoga together.
Guys, so if you're looking at a combination, something more holistic, you know where to go. I'm too tired after a very stressing workout. Jokes apart, it was fun and I'm sure all of you guys enjoyed it and by now you know how to go about it and it's not that difficult. Trust me, you can give it a try. Brings me to my next question, Vidya. See, you have been into women wellness, all right. Now tell me, how does Pilates help somebody who is going through a postpartum, recovery, and how can it help in menopause?
So Pilates not only helps with postpartum and menopause, it is also very useful for even pregnant women.
Oh.
So even pregnant women can do Pilates. The workouts can be modified safely for each trimester. Even the first trimester, second trimester, third trimester, women can do Pilates. So actually it helps to rebuild your core strength by correcting your posture, correcting your breathing pattern and helps to normalize your hormonal and pelvic floor issues.
Oh, fantastic. I wasn't aware. So Pilates can also be done when you're pregnant as well.
Yes.
Oh, nice. Like how they do yoga when, during the semesters, you can do this as well.
Yes.
Isn't it too strenuous? I mean, no.
Definitely not. So as I said, we can modify the workouts accordingly. It's not a regular daily workout kind of thing.
Okay.
We have a combination programs of both mat workouts and a combination of reformer for pregnant women. So like if they want to come on daily basis, they do reformer like 2 or 3 sessions per
Got it.
week. The remaining days they do mat workouts.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
That brings me to my follow-on question to you that, see, today's lifestyle, we have absolutely zero movement. We are sitting in one place and working and very idle and don't get to move around too much. So what is that you would suggest as, like, doing this movement theory helps and is essential in this particular lifestyle format that we are, have set up for ourselves?
Stress has become very common nowadays, even for very young people like in their 20s, 30s.
Right.
It's because of mainly their posture and how their
Correct.
work pressure
Yes.
and their work posture.
And no movement also,
Yeah.
right?
So because of your posture, you are always stressed and your body gets stiff because of all
Right.
those things. So nowadays, movement is not an optional kind of thing for you. It has become mandatory. You have to
Agreed.
move. You have to do regular workouts for a long-term health and for a healthier aging mainly.
Right. As you rightly said, Vidya, see, because a lot of people who work on the computers, basically the work has become centric to your laptop and your chair. You're like literally, I've seen so many people who will be like sitting on the chair even for 4-5 hours without getting up from that place. And absolutely, the posture will be like totally laid back and back hunch and all that. So, I mean, give me, if you have to give quick 3 tips for people who just sit in one place and who have very less movement, what is the 3 quick exercises that they can do as they sit?
So it's not about exercises. The main I give for people who are into IT field or
Right.
any other long-term
Right.
sitting is I ask them to keep an alarm every 1 hour. When the alarm rings, you have to do 3 main things.
Okay.
First thing, you have to get up. Whatever activity or anything you do, if you're even into a busy
Schedule.
Agreed. Or
Yeah,
when
yeah.
the alarm rings, you have
You
to
have to
just
get
get up,
up.
move,
Okay.
have a walk for few minutes, come back and sit. So when you sit, make sure your posture is correct. So definitely, because of the stress of the work, we forget to keep our posture straight. See, even if I'm talking to you, I'm not maintaining a good posture. Automatically, we tend
Lean
to
down.
lean forward.
Right.
But I'm aware that my posture is going wrong. I keep correcting it. So
Correct.
that alarm is to bring that awareness to you.
Awareness, right.
So make sure you correct your posture and also hydrate yourself properly.
Right.
Main thing is they forget to hydrate because
Right.
of their stressful work. They forget to hydrate. So your bodies automatically go into a stress mode.
Correct.
So when the alarms, the quick trip as you asked, when the alarm rings, you have to do these 3 things. First, get up, have a quick walk for few minutes. Make sure
And
when
hydrate.
you come back, make sure your posture is correct so that at least next 1 hour you try to keep your posture correct. And then when again the alarm rings after the next 1 hour, again you go for a walk, come back, correct your posture and hydrate yourself. So
And
that
at least maybe have one glass of water at least when you're having
we
that
say
break.
100 to 150 ml of water every 1 hour is best.
Perfect. What is actually, what do you mean by right posture, Vidya? Like your back should be straight, you should not be leaning down or leaning back. Is that what
See,
you mean?
there is no right posture or wrong posture because our body is not designed to be like a robot to stand or sit
Perfect.
straight.
Yes,
Our
yes.
body is designed to move and bend or move in any direction we want. It can bend or move only unless your muscles are strong enough.
Right.
If your muscles are not strong enough, definitely you have to correct your posture to not to strain it too much.
Too much. All right.
Yeah.
Oh.
So the correct posture, as you asked, is when you sit, make sure your shoulders are not too slouched forward. But the main problem I see with many people is they try to correct their posture by over exaggerating it like this.
All right.
So when you open your shoulders too much,
much.
automatically it will strain your mid back and low back. So don't try to over open it. Or
So it has to be a
it has
over
to
open
be-
it meaning it will start pressurizing your back. So you
Your
will
back.
know
Yes.
that, right? Okay.
So
got
you
it.
will not know it until you feel
really
the pain.
starts paining.
Yeah.
All right,
So
all
don't
right.
end up to that level.
Level.
Just try to open your shoulders and be in a relaxed, calm position.
Comfortable
Make sure your
position.
neck is not too forward, protruded too much forward.
Right, right.
When you use your system or
Right.
write anything, because any work, even it's not about the desk job. Even women working at home,
Right.
when we tend to cook, cut vegetables, wash, clean anything, our posture comes forward
Oh,
like this.
right.
So it's not that posture correction is only for the people who do desk job. It's for everyone.
Tell all of us how did you start off with Courtroom Wellness and what has been your most inspiring transformational journey through your, from the startup, from the physiotherapist days till today, a Pilates instructor to this Courtroom Wellness. Share yourself with us.
Yeah, definitely. The most inspiring story, if you ask me, it would be my personal transformation. So I have put on a lot of weight after my pregnancy. Like I had
Oh.
two C-sections.
All right.
Even many people ended up asking me as a physiotherapist, how do you end up having C-section? So nowadays
Right.
it has become very common.
Right.
So my main motto was to being a women's wellness specialist was as a physiotherapist I ended up having C-sections because I was not so aware of the movement patterns that has to be required. Like it's not a general workouts that a pregnant woman needs, like how you usually go to a generic yoga instructors to learn prenatal yoga,
Right.
because your body need is different during pregnancy. It has to be modified according to each pregnancy. So
Right.
two women's coming at the same trimester doesn't mean they both need the same kind of
Workouts. Got it.
So yoga definitely it helps, but also strength training along with it is very much important. So then I became a specialist in women's wellness. I wanted to educate women about why it is very important to do workouts during pregnancy, why strengthening your core and pelvic floor muscles is very much
Very
important.
important.
You don't end up having so many core and pelvic floor issues later after pregnancy, after delivery, during your menopause time mainly.
Right.
So because of all your hormonal and pelvic health support, you don't end up having the complications immediately after your delivery. Those complications slowly show up after your menopause time.
All right.
So for that not to happen, you have to start strengthening from your pregnancy time.
All
That is very, very much important. So which I haven't done actually personally, which I haven't done by myself.
Right.
So I really wanted other women not to end up having complications like I had, which I have gone through some personal complications.
Right.
And it took so long time for me to come out of it. And Pilates is one of the thing which helped me to really help me to come out of all the issues.
Right.
So I really wanted to help other women even to come out of it,
Right.
who have already been going through those problems, and also to educate women to not to have those problems by doing proper workouts from the beginning.
Right. That's a very fantastic thought, Vidya. I feel so nice, when you said, see, all of us go through, we have our own journeys, and because you went through this, guys, one point that I really liked what she said, would like to highlight, is that she, being a physiotherapist, had these issues. She had to go through this despite, knowing that, because she didn't probably know at that point of time. But today that she knows, she's there, she's ready to share that knowledge and help people, women, get out of this. And so that at least now that you know, there's somebody there and you can look at various things and different things and help you get over it. All right, Vidya, it was a fantastic conversation, and that brings me to my final question to you. What would be that one piece of advice that you would like to give all the viewers out there, somebody who's watching our video and who's thinking that, no, I can't do this, idella enala mudiyaduppa, appa chance illa. So a person who's total negative, who does not want to do any form of fitness, be it a girl, boy, man, woman, anybody, any age, what would be that one thing that you would like to say that motivates them, not just to, come to you, but just to start their journey on fitness?
So if you ask me personal advice, I advise people to, you just need to begin. You don't need to be fit to begin, but you just try something out.
Right.
Because today's lifestyle, because as I said, movement has become a mandatory thing. You cannot skip it.
Agreed.
So it's not like you have to do daily workouts, because the main problem the main complaint I get from many people is, I don't have time. Time is the main issue.
Yes.
With so much of working, not even men's, working
Correct,
women,
correct.
college people, any age.
Any
So any age, the main problem is time.
Correct.
So it's not like they don't start because they're thinking they don't have time. So you don't need to work out daily. At least 2 to 3 proper regular workouts per week is more enough. So main thing is consistency. So you have to be consistent, at least commit yourself at least 2 to 3 days a week.
Right.
So that it helps you being, when you come to know the benefits of out of it, people, they try to somehow manage their time.
Right.
So you have to start.
Correct.
That is very important.
Fantastic thought, guys. Very first thing, you have to just start. Just decide that you want to do this. And then, of course, discipline is absolutely, there's no second way to discipline. You have to follow. And only when you do it regularly can it help you. No point doing it for a month and then dropping out. Correct. And then, because fitness, I'm also a fitness freak for that matter. I was just telling her that it is important until and unless you make it a regime for yourself, it comes to you from within. Nobody on this planet can help you, not even God. So guys, just have that start.
Yeah, and one more point I would like to add is, people ask, usually when they wanted to enroll up a program, they would ask me, how many months should I enroll? I again asked them question, do you ask this question, like how many months should I brush? How many months should I take baths? So it has become a part of your routine. Like same way, your movement and workout should also become a part of your daily routine. So there should not be a question like how many months should I do workouts. It has to just start, and automatically when you see the results, it will become a part of your routine. You love doing it.
The mindset has to change to that. Very, very true. Thank you, Vidya. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. It was a lovely conversation. I'm sure all of you guys out there have got enough information about what Pilates is now, and you no more think. We've busted a lot of myths. She's really told you a lot of things that all of us thought otherwise for Pilates. So I'm sure now it'll be more easier for you to get fit, get your gut right in place and strengthened all there. Thank you so much, Vidya. Thank you so much for sharing the knowledge.
Meeting you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The best investment that you can ever make is in your own health. Well, it's high time that all of us start investing in our health, because for a long time, all of us have been keeping that at the back seat and everything else has been running ahead of us, right? So give that time to yourself. Do let me know how you like the podcast. What was the best thing and what motivated you the most? So do comment in the comment section what was that one thing that you liked the most and that has motivated you to start off right today in your fitness journey. Do let me know what more you would want to see on Meaningful Mondays with Neha so that I can bring to you more interesting journeys so that we can create a community that is healthier, happier, and stronger. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.